Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there?
Sam is a cool guy and a good skater. Except that one time, I caught him trying to steal some Fruit Tech produce that was meant for the Sprout team. You know, dude, you are too big for that stuff. You're in your 40s. Start acting like it.
Sam Miller? Oh, you mean the guy that grandstands and talks more smack about rollerbladers than freaking Statler and Wolder from the Muppet Show? Get the hell out of here. After what that guy did in our last collaboration video, he'd be lucky if I didn't stick a goddamn ballad boot up his ass the next time I saw him.
don't get me wrong, I like Sam, he's a nice guy, and I like all the videos that he puts out. But I wish he'd do something about his bearings. His skating is the equivalent of putting your nails to a chalkboard.
Yeah, Sam? Yeah, I think he's super funny, but I had to permanently ban him from what year is it for saying that I look like Carl Lindbergh? I mean, I was laughing the whole time I was writing up the paperwork, but I have a reputation to maintain.
Who? Sam Miller. Sam Miller. Nah, I've never heard of him. But I've been pretty busy lately, you know, ever since Danny Beer got his big check from them skates. He signed me on to be his private pilot, so I've been out there flying him around, me and the airman, Chris Edwards. He's in the right seat, I'm in the left, he's my co-pilot. Been flying Beer around to all the different spots, you know. There's a lot of stuff out there that needs to be tow rolled, so we've been keeping pretty busy with that. My life's been pretty great with that, and you know, I got my little thing going on the side. But yeah, Sam Miller, is he a skater? I've never heard of him.
Trailer Park Kevin was a dream to me, 'cause we had it figured out. Simple and not jaded. There was a promise of a brighter day, but soon it would all fade out.
Sam is a funny guy. I really find it hilarious that he tries to imitate my style. Too bad he doesn't know that all of my skating superpowers come from my hair. I hope you're happy that Enin Senpai finally noticed you.
I get rid of those two evil maniacs who try to ruin my show, and I get two evil guests who are trying to ruin my show.
Who came up with this stupid idea of giving Space Ghost a talk show in the first place?
How they gave his own show to Tad Coastal. Any given second he could go mad postal. Stay waving that power band space cannon. And had the nerve to jump in the face. A race banning. Pumped out. Luckily he deaded it. Guess who's the schmuck who's credited with editing it? Your man Moltar, the cop out. Ain't have no other career choice. He dropped out. Since when the way outs included Zorak. Way back he used to rub his thorax. Oh, damn! I'm not the one that sold him to it. If he won't admit it, I'm not gonna hold him to it. It's all love and no hate. For all that, the villain need to get his own late show. Do a monologue and just with the guests. Mad Lib switch the beat and walk him to the desk. With Danger holding down the control room. Later again returning from commercial, I told you Doom. Early, he's on BPT. Catch him on public access, free TV. And we're back live on the air with Brack. So Brack, how your man got a show that's so whack? Have you ever thought to work with Earl Egnatin? Do you got enough oxygen from this toxic phlegm? Another sec, his neck would've got flames. Mouse switch the screens to some hot dames. Tonight's audience will treat your screen video games. 15 seconds of fame, pitiful lames. It's just a shame, zoning, competing for the same prime time slot as Conan. No dummy Ishikawa, announce the creator, shiny stun who lets me flower in the shower for an hour. The kid's supposed to be asleep. Pause to join the sound roll on a beat beat. Later this week, Big Ben Klingon. After him there's no one else we could afford to bring on. Keep it ghetto, let him know who I owe him from the get-go. I like to propose a toast to the grossest host, space holes coast to coast. That destructor is a played out gag in a cape and a pantsuit, looking like a straight out bag. Don't mean to sound crunchy. Hit a honey from the back and crumpled up a scrunchie. A light snack, hungry munchie. Felt a funny hunch, then she told him donkey punch me. Tomorrow is Father Guido Sarducci, Father MC, and Charo Coochie Coochie with her new bestseller, Who You Call a Hoochie. A proud sponsor of the Smoochie Boochie Noochies. Look realer eyeball to eyeballs and find out how they get inside them sugar pie walls. Our next guest, a real cutie specimen, and she's starting to get a little booty. Miss Judy Jetson. So Judy, boxers, briefs, or fig leaf. As you know, I wear my boxers, so my big. Cue the rapper, tell him bring what little he got. Up with this Billy is really not diddly squat until their head hurts. When it come to wreck, cruises like them dudes in red shirts off Star Trek. Key Kirk, Key Spock, Key McCoy. Been B-boy since your judge first squeezed toys. Born to be the host with the most. When it's on, space holes, coast to coast.
You think I'm just gonna hand over my show to you, Toom? Have you lost your f***ing mind? Listen, I'm not gonna hand my show over to you. You know why? Because it's my show. Mine, not yours. Space Ghost. It ain't Doom coast to coast. Yeah, sure. Here are the keys to the show. Why don't you drive for a while? America's craving some Doom. Here you go.